Hello people, how are we doing today? We are back for yet more Kubera. This time we'll be doing 3 chapters, I think. That way we will get to the end of the Golden Knight 2. And then, next Wednesday, probably Wednesday, it might be early depending on when I have opportunities to record next week. It might be Tuesday if I can't record. But yeah, basically, between now and next Wednesday, I'm going to read the special chapters that take place after the Golden Knight, record my thoughts on them, and then upload those. And then next Friday, we will continue, as usual, with our regularly scheduled programming. So yeah, that's what to expect. Anything else I need to tell you? No, let us begin. Oh shit, there's Sanfari. She doesn't look... I assume she doesn't look Taraka-fied anymore because of, well, Taraka ceasing to be, as it were.
You barely managed to return to human form, but you'd better be careful from now. For the 5th stage, most of your energy and power work much like they do in an Azteca. It's essential to be trained by your parent Azteca, but that's impossible for you. I can't exactly understand the source of your power, so there's a limit to what I can teach you. Are you listening, Maruna?
You know that Yakshasa, that grey wolf.
Can't see it at all. If you're talking about a grey wolf, it's Tatia. She's one of the Sura cooperating with Sagara.
Damn, how good is his fucking eyesight? Sanfari can't see it. Oh my god, look how far away they are, what the fuck?
She hates the belligerence of the Yaksha clan, so she rarely takes Sura form.
That's an interesting reason to not take Sura form. Okay?
If she's fighting in Sura form, that means it's a serious situation. So go help her. The Yaksha clan is our ally.
Help someone who's cooperating with Sagara.
Now's not the time to be picky. We are Garuda on the edge of annihilation. If we want to survive in the Sura realm, we have no choice but to cooperate with the forces that will take power in the future.
What? Was that why you were attacking Era Plateau and helping Sagara? Because you thought the weak and Ananta clan could take power?
As things stand now, that's out of the question. Most of the Sura realm is divided by the Asura clan and the Kinara clan. The Ananta clan is not even a cause for alarm.
But now.
But if Ananta is resurrected properly, that will turn the table. That's what Ananta is. You might be too young to know.
I'm not young.
Your stage of growth is high, but you're at a young age. You've lived a short life and never seen Ananta face to face.
What if I've lived a long life and seen Ananta face to face? Ah! I had a frog in my fucking throat then. Yeah. Would you consider my judgment right and follow it? No. He's got less facial markings. No. He looks more human than he did previously. Wild.
Cut the crap and back off. You look too much like Garuda. That gives me the creeps.
Looks like it'll take a bit longer to recover your body from becoming a Taraka. Get some rest.
You're going to help Tatia, right?
Yes. For a different reason, though. Yeah, you've seen who she's fighting, haven't you? Or he's fighting. Is Tatia the male? I think Tatia is the male. No. No, Tatia is the female. I don't even... Of the two, I don't remember... Ah! I'll probably find out as I'm scrolling. Season 3, episode 183. 183? Can I read? 158. The Golden Knight, 2-8.
Must be hard. It must be the pain of your soul being ripped apart. It's okay. If I'm not capable of holding out against this, I don't deserve to have greater power. I must overcome this. You asked me earlier if I saw an outcome of you being killed by that Sura. Yes, you said there was no such outcome. But there was an outcome of you being killed by another Sura.
Sierra, just say this shit sooner. I mean, I don't want Asha to live. But, come on, she makes the story interesting. Also, I've been thinking, if I remember, I'll tell you what I've been thinking about at the end. And we'll see if this next couple of chapters change my thinking, but yeah.
If you confront that Sura, there's a high chance another Sura will step in. He is much stronger than that Sura, and does not hesitate to kill a human. He even has an ill-fated relationship with you. If you believe what I just said, give up the bracelet. You have ill-fated feelings toward him, but he doesn't. If you abandon the bracelet and flee, he won't chase after you. You are the one who put the bracelet on me. What are you saying now? Originally, I wanted you to die here. But seeing you struggle so much, my thoughts have changed a little. Born as the weakest race, you've gained power by breaking the rules. I become curious to know how far you could go with that power, and whether there is a future where you win.
Framing it like that, Sierra, makes it seem as though you are not of the weakest race being the current human race. That's an interesting way of framing that. What the fuck has happened to Sierra?
The universe is being kept in existence in a very bad way.
The universe that has been kept in existence in a very bad way.
Maybe better off gone. Think carefully. By human standards, you've already committed the worst sin that will put you in the pits of hell. There's no worse choice than to die.
We've met again, magician. Now that you have too many pieces of stolen names, is it hard for you to maintain your human form? I think you know what I mean by now. I should have killed you when I first saw you in Cart, or at least when I came across you in Rao's village. Before that kid stepped in, I should have killed you first.
That completely changes the framing of that scene in Season 1. That completely changes the framing of this scene.
I didn't even know you would gather the power of the names and go all the way. When you wield the power you've gained wrongfully, you feel you've become the strong. I'm sure your soul is already being ripped apart. If you gain the power that you desire to the end, you might not be there at the end.
The power I've gained wrongfully? Then what legitimacy is there to your power? You think being born to a strong bloodline grants you legitimacy?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it does. By being related to Garuda, he has a right to that power. He was born with it. You, Asha, were not born with power. You killed and killed and killed to gain power. Now, is there anything inherently wrong with acquiring power through other means than being born with it? No. However, the means by which you have gone about gaining that power are, well, objectively fucked. Whether the ends will justify those means is a very different question, however. You'll have to wait and see. Because your motives are still clouded in mystery.
If you want to condemn someone who gained power on his own, at least you shouldn't sin with the power you're born with. Even if I go all the way, I'll end up in a better place than you.
I mean, yeah, she's not wrong. You have also committed a great deal of sin, Maruna. You have killed a lot of people.
With the sins piled on you, you're not just going to be taken to hell. You're doomed to meet the same end as Nastika.
I imagine Asha is mentally unraveling a little bit in all of this. Not necessarily because of Maruna, but just, you know, everything that's been going on around her.
For us, Sura, afterlife is not something we need to think about.
That's because you have no limit to lifespan. You just turn a blind eye to afterlife by holding out against death as much as possible, living as if this life was the last. That doesn't make your sin go away, or give you the right to advise a human like me. You're all mistaken. You would be lucky if you come to your senses just before your death.
If you're trying to confuse me, you've judged me wrong.
Think whatever you want. If you're gonna kill me, do it fast. Adding me to the millions you've killed won't make a big difference.
Whoa!
You talk too much. The bracelet's regeneration. It probably works by using up the owner's energy then. It'll end at some point if I keep killing this human. There must be a limit to a human's speed of energy recovery.
Wait, don't kill her. You shouldn't suffer a loss from helping me because of our clan's allies.
Helping you? I think you're mistaken. I didn't step in to help you.
What?
You hiding over there. Come out. It's no use holding your breath.
Maruna just wants Asha dead. Which is an entirely reasonable thing to want, if you ask me. I don't blame him. Do I want it? No. Simply because Asha's existence, spices things up in a fucked up kind of way that I enjoy. So, I like her being around. But I also, you know, wouldn't be opposed to her getting her just desserts, although I think a death, you know, just simply dying is a bit too good for Asha, if you ask me. But we'll wait and see. We'll see what the future has in store for her, won't we? Come on. Load the chapter. Thank you very much. Well, I say that, it's not gotten anywhere yet, but it's like, there we are. We're getting somewhere.
If you're not going to come out, I'll strike first.
Wait, there's a human smell. Then he can't hear your warning. He doesn't seem much of a threat. There's no need to add to your sins by killing him.
Look, Maruna's... I don't think an extra couple people is going to make a difference to Maruna's, you know, sins.
I hear you've killed millions already. If Garuda saw you now, he would be very sad.
Would he? Seeing that he left me with God Hava, he doesn't seem to care about such things.
But 1 second. Sorry, I was mildly distracted.
I heard God Hava stopped slaughtering long ago. There was that good Shakuntala, too.
That good Shakuntala, implying there was a bad Shakuntala. I mean, I suppose there might have been. You know, the Taraka 4 version of her, but she wasn't exactly bad.
You must have seen and learned something from them?
What I saw and learned? What God Hava taught me was a life where it's natural to be trampled by the strong. However unfair a situation was, as the weak, I wasn't even allowed to object. That was the case for most of the 300 years I spent under him. Then, when he was put in a place where he had to kill humans to find his daughter, he left the actual killing to me. I have the millions that human mentioned. Most of them died before God Hava's eyes. So if you say he personally stopped slaughtering, that doesn't resonate with me at all. She's waking up.
Wait. If you're doing this for the bracelet, there's a way to take it off without killing. Why don't you listen to me first?
because the bracelet will probably break before Asha dies. And something's telling me that is not going to be a good thing. Season 3, episode 159, The Golden Knight 2-9.
I took off the bracelet, so it won't come back even if regeneration magic is used. You were saying as if it was up to me. You had your way in the end. Either way, you'd have lost the bracelet.
Interesting. Sierra got roughed up a little bit.
But this way, your life was saved, so consider it good for you. No matter how things go here, it'll be better than the pit of hell. You speak as if you've seen it yourself. Do you want to see it too? If you want, you can also see the things that I saw. I suggested it to Lise first, but she didn't want it. Lise. Whose card is Lise? The god who approached me, the god who approached you, even the god who approached Lila. All of them seem to have abandoned her. Or, you were supposed to be on Lise's side.
Oh wait, no, this is, Claude? Sierra speaking.
Or were you supposed to be on Lise's side, but you're acting contrary to your oracle?
Oh wait, no, maybe that was Asha.
What about you? You had to kill Lise, but you didn't. Killing Rao and ruining his daughter's life, or saving Rao and living in envy of his daughter. Either way would have been unbearable.
It's so confusing who's speaking! Ah! Petty complaint.
Either way, it would have been unbearable for you. But clearly there was a better choice. Killing Rao's daughter. That way, you wouldn't have had to kill Rao, or envy his daughter. It was the best choice of your life.
But was it the best choice, given the records Asha was shown and the knowledge she had at the time? Perspective, my dear Sierra.
It would have been better, much better, and simpler than killing Rao. Except for the dead one, everyone else would have been much happier than now.
And you would have been stronger, marginally, because you did kill the Kubera.
But for what reason? At the time, Rao's daughter was someone you hadn't met. You even killed Rao, who'd promised to be your patron. Why couldn't you kill his daughter?
My wish has always been to have faith in the possibility of the future. You must not forget this day, Asha. Even if your soul rots because of sin. Who is this? It doesn't look like Rao. But maybe it's just because of the little colouring and lighting. Your eyes should look for the truth.
If you know that I killed Rao, you would know the rest, too. Do you need to hear it again from my mouth? No, I don't know it all. How you killed Rao wasn't exactly shown. The records that I saw only showed up to the point where you paralyzed the power room on the transport ship. After that, you arrived in Wilvrave. The process in between was missing. You are sure you received an oracle from a different god from mine? Well, I didn't see the god with my own eyes, but through the fragment I experienced, I accessed the records. The experiment was related to the Taraka clan, so I assumed they were Kali's records. On the other hand, you said the one you saw in childhood was Vishnu. Then why is the power room part missing from both records?
Ah, this adds weight to the Kali being the Vishnu that Asha saw in the past!
They're the records of the two gods who are hostile to each other. Both of them didn't record that part as if they plotted together.
Plot together? Or are you being deceived?
How rude. Me, God Brahma? Oh, not you, Yama. Are you getting ready to go somewhere? Yes, I'm going to the Syrup Realm. Looks like the playing field is too unlevel for me to just sit back chewing gum.
She's not happy about what Chandra said. It seems that Chandra's chide with everybody, even gods. Although we kind of knew that with how he spoke to Agni.
I thought the Taraka clan is mostly settled and things are getting better. For now, yes. Taraka, who was dominating the node as Puppet King, died. And, but 49 days later, the throne will officially be succeeded by the one who is only half a king.
I'm wondering if annihilating Manaka and Taraka was a good thing or not, given this.
The problem is what comes next. The Taraka clan so far would seem like nothing by then. Will problems arise because of the next king? Then wouldn't be bad to let other gods handle this. God Brahma, you're much weaker now. Going to the Sewer Realm alone. Who says I'm going alone? Other gods will join. Though, one stubborn god who would just go on with his... one stubborn god would just go on with his work, though. You're totally on her blacklist, Yama.
Oh, shit.
You're totally on her blacklist, Yama. Vayu, are you going with Brahma too? No, I'm going to Wilverave. You're and Agni and Chandra were there. I was holding it back.
What? Oh, going back. Why do you have headphones? Why does a god need headphones? Why did you dripped out? Why are you styling, huh?
But since Chandra died and came back, I should go. And it's time to retrieve my weapon. Of the two who can summon me in Wilverave, I'll go to the one who calls me first.
Ooh, I wonder who's going to do it. I hope it's Mirha. Because I like Mirha. But Roosh would be most interesting. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Maruna appeared unexpectedly. That's alright. It's impossible for you to beat Maruna, so I'm sure you couldn't help it. I understand. And that human had more power than I expected, which was surprising. You got a blow, and your efforts turned out to be wasted, but you still look relaxed. Does that confidence come from what you've seen for 7 years? Yeah, sometimes unexpected things happen, but however I handle the situation, afterwards returns to the expected range. It's the same now. There may be records that I missed, but from what I saw, there weren't any wrong records. So,
Ananta will kill the king of the Taraka clan.
Whatever the process, if things are headed to the future that I wish to see, that's enough. There's no need to be impatient or anxious.
The thing is, given what Asha said, Sagara, as much as I want you to get a fat dub, I don't want you to die, first of all. But also the records are clearly manipulated, and you only see what the higher powers wish for you to see. So, that's only one possible future, and I don't know if you're going to be able to bring it about. I'm sorry, love. I don't think it's happening. But then again, Yuta dying would probably be a very tragic outcome, so that would be fitting for Kubera as a story, wouldn't it? Perhaps. Also, I can't wait till we get to see Asha unshrouded, like getting a full, proper shot of Asha. It's gonna be blitz. It's gonna be bloody good, that. It's gonna be right good, that, like. I don't know why I'm doing the Scouser accent.
The probability that the records I saw actually belong to Vishnu, or the possibility that the god who approached you was Kali.
Fucking hell.
Is that what you're talking about? No, there's more. There's a more probable assumption. Those two aren't actually hostile toward each other. You're saying Vishnu and Kali are on the same side?
I mean, honestly, I don't find that too hard to believe, given that Agni clearly isn't Kali. Agni isn't Kali's enemy either.
The god trying to protect the universe and the god trying to destroy it. It's not certain to say they're on the same side, but at least it's highly likely that Vishnu is helping Kali one-sidedly. This thought didn't come to me when I first saw the oracle, but when I thought it over and saw the outcome from carrying it out, I came to have this suspicion. Is Vishnu really a god trying to protect the universe? Even so, is there a possibility that his mind has changed? To a god who has neither affection nor sympathy for his creation, what does it mean to protect something? And, even if that Vishnu gave up on the universe, who would be the one to fight against destruction? The primeval gods can make a new universe again, but to me, this world is my last. So now is not the time to be picky with ways and means. It was their will to create this universe, but erasing it won't be easy. I'll find the cause of destruction, kill it, rip it apart and lock it up, to extend the life of this universe I live in. That's why you've been sharpening your blade so desperately, because you hate to see the end. Of course, no human would be happy to see the end. Especially if you've been chased after a short lifespan. You'd be even more desperate, unlike those who got used to their infinite lives and have no sense of what an end is. By all means, foul or fair, I'll survive. I see, that's how you are. Perhaps that makes the crucial difference. Difference from what? Gods? Syrah? Or you? That kid couldn't kill you. I'm probably rooting for you, Miss Asha Rahiro. Seeing those records, I've thought this world didn't stand a chance. But if you can get your hands on the power that can harm the primeval gods, maybe there'll be a little hope. I hope the other possibility that you dream of will come to reality. You said you took it off. I did, but I didn't give it to them. It's sort of insurance, so you won't hurt me until you find out how to wear it. If you didn't hand over the bracelet, how did you persuade them? I gave them something else, something that can replace the bracelet, perhaps a greater item. You're not saying. Don't be too upset. To persuade that being that was trying to kill you, I had to offer something better than the bracelet. Besides, I'm the priest of Earth. The right to the item belonged to me.
So, more than likely, the reason Spear was missing was because of Sierra. I'd say that's probably what he's given to them. But given that that is the likely assumption, it probably isn't that.
You gave the Golden Knight to Sierra?
Well, the item does belong to the priest of Earth. I was just borrowing it.
Any possibility that he wasn't the real Sierra? I thought he wouldn't be able to take
I thought he wouldn't be able to take the bracelet off if he wasn't real.
Even if he was the real Sierra, there were implications he was secretly communicating with Asha.
Even so, I don't have the right to hold on to his bracelet. And thanks to him, Priestess Brilla's life could be saved.
That part of you is why... No. Never mind. I already knew you were that kind of person. Actually, that's why I placed my hope on you. Claude, you can come out, so stop eavesdropping. Too obvious.
Oh! I knew it, God Agni. You're cool, strong, kind. Such an ideal god. Look at him zipping around him like... After all those hard times God Chandra gave me, I'm so happy to see you, God Agni.
You shouldn't speak ill of a god in front of another. What if Chandra finds out?
At least he's, being respectful and calling him God Chandra.
Oh, God Agni, I know you won't tell him. Besides, it's not possible for Chandra to hear... What? What do you mean it's not possible? Oh, oops. Well, remember the official letter that I hid from you earlier? Actually, that's... Sorry, Liz. I didn't mean to hide it forever. Anyway, God Chandra returned to the God Realm. Those Tarako, how far will they evolve? Killing the king is the only solution. If that thing dies, the Kinara clan and Vritra clan believe he will be resurrected again. Worst will come to worst. But that's only an assumption. On the other hand, if he's kept alive, destruction will come slowly and surely. It's not an assumption, but a fact. We need to make up our mind, Lise. You are...
Right, I remember that now. Okay, change of thought. Ananta probably could kill Yuta, and that will give birth to Yuta 2, as it were. Evil Yuta, who will be vicious and diabolical and tyrannical and destroy the universe. So yeah, Sagara, don't resurrect Ananta, for the love of fuck. Please don't do that. And now Asha's motive, or at least current motive and goals are clear. She wants to preserve Yuta's life, as that will preserve the universe. Let's see.
No. What am I thinking? Yuta's trying his best. I shouldn't be swayed.
Hey, Lise, are you mad at me for not telling you?
I thought it'd be too much for you to handle. Hand this over now. Hand this over now? Not now. When God Agni's done talking.
Oh? Okay, it seems like the spear wasn't what was given. Most interesting, if that is the spear I think it is.
What is it? Show it to me.
Oh, God Agni. Someone left this at the checkpoint for you.
That's...
Wait, isn't that the Golden Knight? I gave the bracelet to Priest Sierra. Well, that name comes from God Kubera's nickname. Originally, the name was used to refer to his weapon and armor as a whole, but since the bracelet was the only thing the humans could use, the name was generally used to call the bracelet. Technically, that spear is also the Golden Knight. We just don't know how it's used. For what purpose?
Episode 49, The Golden Knight, Part 2, end. Next time, the weight of time. Oh look, a break. I will not be going on a break. I will be continuing next week as usual. Alright then. Well, there we are. The Golden Knights 2 has come to an end. Many things to think about. And I remember, I shall give you those thoughts I mentioned earlier, if you stuck around since hearing that. So, names, lifespans, winning and losing, whose card is who. Well, the last thing I don't really have an answer for, but the things that came to mind, at least in some capacity, are that Lisa's name, having Ananta affixed onto her name, names affecting the individual and their abilities and their powers. For example, Yuta being given a new name, presumably influencing his character, at the very least, making it so he's somewhat different, at least, to the true incarnation of what the king of the Taraka clan would be. You know? That affecting him. Names carry a hell of a lot of weight, and I'm thinking that my idea that, a name affecting your lifespan is somewhat plausible. Otherwise, Asha doesn't have very long to live. However, she's talking as if she's going to have at least a good amount of time to make enough of an impact to extend the duration of the universe that she lives in. Whereas if she died soon, it wouldn't really matter to her, would it? Unless her values are just aligned that way, that the universe's extended existence is more important than her own life, which could be possible. But if Lisa's name were to change, and she was no longer, you know, as far as her name to the universe is concerned, no longer known as Kubera Lise, and instead became known as Lise Heiss, Ananta, would that potentially change her fate? Would the fate of Kubera Lise be different to the fate of Lise Heiss? Do these two names have different fates, different futures title? Or is Lise Heiss's future the one where she is miserable and suffers, and Kubera Lise's the one where she wins? A time where she wouldn't have needed to hide her name, perhaps. Or it got to the point where she wouldn't. Or will there come a time when she switches to calling herself Kubera Lise, possibly, and that will bring about tragedy and misfortune incomparable to everything that we've seen so far. I'm wondering if there's any weight to what I've just said, any accuracy, or to the general idea of what I'm proposing. Obviously, if there's any spoilers that contradict or prove what I'm suggesting, don't spoil me, but I wouldn't expect you to. The Kubera community is absolutely lovely, and I'm glad to be a part of it. But yes, with that out of the way, I hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, sub, notification bell, share it around. You know all the good old YouTube stuff. I've been Animosity, you've been you. A ta-ta. Bye now.